there. There we go. Well, we're out here burning again. So if anybody has any manifestations that they want, or prayers or whatever, just good energy, be happy to burn them. I got a little piece of paper I can write it down on. Yeah. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hello. How's it going? Hi, James. We're just burning some brush that I have to get through, so enjoy the ambiance. Yeah, if you want me to burn something, just let me know. Sorry, it's a little dark, so it's like so bright out, you know, the screen's dark, but yeah. So I changed my tactics from last time because the first one that I did, nothing was burning really well. This time I pre-cut a bunch of the area that I'm hoping to burn and left it for like a week so it's a little bit more dry. And then I also, because it's pretty freaking cold today, so it's harder to get it going, I started it with some dried out oak logs and split oak logs, and that really helped a lot because oak burns a lot hotter than some of the other woods, so it really helped to kind of dry it out more. Still not like thriving, but it's a lot better than last time. Oh, not your baby, but thank you. doing? Ah, take that. Freaking wood. Woo, she's cooking. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just had a guy say baby and appreciate the sentiment, I guess, but I am not a fan of that comment. I will say I had kind of a funny dating thing recently. I like started to try to date again, and I was chatting with this one guy and it was going good, and then he said the same thing where he's like, well, cool, like I'll see you later then, baby. And I'm like, dude, we've only been chatting like for a day. I don't know, pet names, I guess, like I'm okay if it's down the line or something, but like if I haven't even met you and you're calling me babe, that's kind of a red flag or ick to me. I don't know if anybody else agrees. Let me know. Unless like if somebody like old grandma's calling you babe, then like that's sweet, or like a southern lady. Like I'll take that. It's getting hot. I didn't think I'd be hot because it's so cool today, but I'm kind of feeling it. It's like toasty in all these layers. Ooh, there's my dog. Ooh, she shakes. She's so cute. Everybody else have dogs that they love. I'm so happy this is actually a family. So, I don't know, recently, kind of, as I said, like entering into the dating world, it's definitely been interesting, kind of, I don't know, being out of it for so long and then trying to figure it out again. Like, I feel like things have just, I don't know, I guess, like, it's going good, but I think it's just so hard to get over some of the anxiety of like, oh shit, like I actually got to meet up with this person and like be present with them, because like if you try and like text for too long, it just feels weird. But then like, I don't know, meeting in person is kind of scary. So I don't know, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet at some point. If anybody has any recommendations or tips for like social anxiety with that, let me know. Another thing that I think is kind of interesting, I don't know if I should feel bad about this, but like I feel like, just naturally kind of like analyzing people because you're meeting a bunch of different types of people, which is really cool because then you get to know people that you would not normally interact with. But then it's also interesting because you're like, oh, like that's a different way than what I would expect a person to like react. So it's kind of fun just to, yeah, get to know people. And I don't know, I love it when people kind of surprise me too with it, like what they react to or some of their answers to. I've found super interesting. Like I've had some good talks about kind of like gender roles and what's expected in a relationship, and sort of like, I don't know, I asked this one guy the question of what is your greatest strength and your greatest weakness? Like what's one trait that you embody where you have both the best part of that thing and the worst? And his answer was really pretty good. And so I don't know, I guess I'd be curious what you guys think about that. Like what's your best trait that also can be your like downfall? Hi, how's it going? Sorry, it's so bright I have to like come in here. But um yeah, just kind of talking about getting back into the dating scene, how it's been interesting to meet people. I also went on like a a speed date, which was the first time ever, and I gotta say it was kind of funny because at the beginning, you're walking into this random bar and there's just like a ton of like awkward guys standing around, and then all of the girls kind of group together before it starts, and we're just chatting, and I don't know. It was nice to commiserate with the women beforehand. It made it better. And like all of the people were really nice, and that's something that I've just really appreciate about getting back into the dating scene that's been good, is just I find that every person that I talk to, even if it's like not clicking, I still gain a lot from conversation with them. And there's always something interesting about each individual. But there are definitely some red flags too. So gotta watch out for those, and always know that it's like totally okay for you to say no to somebody. And you don't have to. There's no obligation. Like even if a date's going really bad, like yeah, it'd be kind of rude, but you could just walk out if you have to. So that's something that's good to keep in mind. Like you don't owe anybody anything. Got left in the eye. Oh. Oh yeah, baby, burn. Woo. Oh my god. Keep burning. I do. You got a lot of brush to go through, so it's nice that it's actually burning. I hope somebody is getting some enjoyment out of the ambiance of the crackling fire. Ah, the smoke. You burning though. What you doing, girl? What you doing? I also think it's very fascinating, just the difference between like women on a dating app versus men on a dating app, you know, because when I've talked to guys about it, it always seems like they have just such a different experience operating and like, you know, going through all that. So I mean, I think both sexes and everybody in the middle, you know, can commiserate on that there are struggles with entering that scene. But it is interesting because, like, I know multiple women, and myself included, where it's like overwhelming, you know, because like you're trying to get a good feel for the pool, but then it's like sometimes messaging too many people is a lot. And then for guys, I've heard like kind of the opposite, where it's they don't get as much action sometimes, and it can be kind of intimidating to like know when to. Oh, sup? Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm out here just talking about my dating life. But no, I gotta burn shit. I have a day off work, so I need to put work in the other way, and I finally dried out enough of it. So yeah, it's honestly not as bad as it seems. Like, I'm actually hot. I might take off a sweater, you know? So yeah, but good to see you. Thanks. Gotta get that. Ooh, yeah, that's right. Sometimes you just gotta like get the aggression out, you know? Ah, this one's really dry too. Oh fuck. I mean, shit. Oh. I kind of have like a potty mouth or whatever. So, sorry, YouTube and everybody. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. There's a lot of snow going on here, and it's been very cold. I'm jealous of people that are warm right now, because I mean I love winter and everything, but it could be a little too much and too long. That's my thing. It's just a little too long. But I will say, if it's gonna be cold, I would take the snow because at least it's beautiful, you know. Anyways, what area are you from again? Did you say before? I can't remember. You don't have to be specific, but you know. Gosh, here we go. I think we're gonna do the old kick. If I fall on my ass or something, don't laugh at me. So, it's not working. Well, I have to just do the burn through method. You lay it across and hope it burns through. Oh, Florida? That's, oh my gosh, I'm jealous. I did a road trip down to Florida, and like went through, 5 states, which I am gonna try to get a video out or two about that trip. I gotta edit, but I'm so slow at editing. But I really enjoyed, Frey and I, we just did a car camping and road trip down, and we didn't really know where we were going. But we just sent it and figured it out as we went, and it was a really lovely trip and got some warmth in this winter hell. So really appreciated that. We were just on the Panhandle, but yeah, it was cool. I don't know if you do any hiking in Florida, if you have any spots that you'd recommend. I'd be curious to know for any future runaways that we do. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, see, I love that. I'm big on beachcombing. Even I might not pick them up and keep the things, but I love finding things and just like looking at them too. I know that sounds stupid, but you know what I mean. um, okay, yeah, I'll have to look that up and save it in my like Google Maps. Thanks for the recommendation. Oh, see, yeah, it's such a good time, and it's like free, like not that that really matters, but I feel like some of the best things in life you can really just go out and do, and it's good bonding, and it builds like curiosity and all that. So yeah, big fan. Okay, well, sadly, I didn't think that this would burn so well, so I'm running low on wood. I can either kind of end the stream or I can run and grab some more wood, but it's gonna be blank for a little bit. Oh, I bet that's sick. I haven't found one in like years. The last time I was at my like aunt's place in California or some, I don't even know if it was there. I was so little, but they're so cool. My cousin once found one that was like this big. I don't even know how she saw it. So I love that though. I'm sure you guys have like a great collection as well. Well, I think I'm gonna go grab some more wood, but I'll be back. You can enjoy the fire. Oh my god. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, that would make sense. I bet they love the sandbar, or like, you know, that's where things would wash up. Yeah, the coolest find that I found again when I was younger, I don't even know what beach, but it was like a little tiny starfish, and that was just so cool to see. I'd really like to see, which I don't know if they have, I don't think they have these in Florida, but I'd love to see like tidal pools with all the critters in it. I think that'd be really cool. I feel like that's more like Washington though. But yeah. Oh, no worries. I totally get it. I had to grab the wood, so I feel ya. But yeah, got another pile. What's your favorite? Well, okay, it's kind of building up ish. It's sort of just staying, I would say. It's been so cold that nothing's really melting, and I don't know if the forecast says more snow, but it's gonna be like, like 6-degree high kind of thing, and then like maybe 13 or 14. And then next week I think it might be 20s, which is gonna feel like summer. Yeah, it's something. But yeah, what's your favorite like find that you had, from shelling? Oh, dang, that's so cool. No, I haven't made ice creams yet. I should try though, especially if there's like a fresh snow, because I've heard it's actually really good. So maybe I'll get the ingredients. You're inspiring me. But that's so cool with the shark teeth. I've I've gotten into like a YouTube rabbit hole of watching these people that like find fossilized shark teeth in Florida too, which I know that's not like on the beach, I don't think. Actually, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's like in the rivers and stuff, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Um, just watching them find those. Hi. Oh, oh my goodness, you guys like her little jacket? Her grandma, my mom got it for her for Christmas, so she's super cute. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh yeah, she's a baby. I know. She's so needy too. Are you braving the fire to get some cuddles? Yeah. She's such a good girl. Do you have any babies? Well, besides like your actual babies? Do you have like pet babies? Oh, I know. I know. It's like I never pay attention to her. Yes. Ugh. I leave for 5 minutes too, and then I come back and she's like, "You abandoned me forever," and she like lays it on thick, the guilt. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so fun. I love having like a full house of pets. If I could, I'd have a herd of dogs and cats, but sadly, I'm allergic to cats, so it's just dogs. But yeah, when I was growing up, we had like all the pets, you know what I mean? We had a dog all the time, we had 3 cats, we still have a turtle at my mom's house. He's like 30 something years old. And, we had like all the rodents, like, gerbils and all that, and amphibians too, like toads and newts. So, yeah, no, I get that. That's why I'm like, I have to be realistic, because it's just me and Freya. So, it'd be a lot to have, a whole smorgasbord of critters. So, technically, because I'm on unincorporated land, I could have like pigs and chickens and all that. But chickens kind of stress me out because they're actually kind of bitchy, to be honest. Like I love them, but they do have a true like pecking order and everything. And a pig, I actually would really like to have a pet pig, but I'm like, if I ever had to move, what would I do with the pig? I don't want to like send it to slaughter after it was a pet. Like I can't do that, And I'm not sure like if I'd find another spot for a pig. Oh, sorry, Freya's being cute. I have a gazebo, and I never really brought the stuff on the gazebo in. I was really lazy, and she just hopped up on the little couch, so it's pretty cute. Yeah, I feel that. I I have a pretty big plant collection, or I did, but this last year, kind of was a ringer for me, and it's been like the freaking Hunger Games of survival. I'm like, haven't been watered in like 3 weeks. Who's alive? Oh, gonna drown you now. Who can stay alive? So, yeah, I feel that. But being a mom, not that I'm a mom, but I have a lot of respect for that because it is, yeah, a lot of work, and it's very underappreciated, all that goes into it. So kudos to you. Yeah, honestly. I tend the fire. Oh, hello. Where'd I put those things? Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. God. Ooh, ooh. Now she gonna be cooking. Yeah, for real though. But I still have a good amount, and I'm like, if you guys could just hold on till summer, then I feel like they'll make it, and I'll make it with them. But yeah, sometimes it be like that. It's a lot to juggle all parts of life. That's something that I feel like I've kind of just been trying to find my balance with that, because I have a lot of interests and hobbies, and that's great. But then it's like sometimes if you have too many going on, it's hard to get anything done because you can't focus in on one thing. So, but then you don't want to be so focused that you don't explore other things. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's exactly it. Put them outside and let them survive. Yeah. And they do a lot better outside. So, yeah. Another thing from I'm just talking about dating because like that's what I'm going through right now. Um, and I guess this is like a way to express some of that energy that I've been dealing with. Aw, yeah, I get that. Um, my mom, she's a physical therapist. She works with special needs and autistic kids a lot, and you know, I don't have as direct experience, but I can imagine that could be hard. Yeah. Does he have one of those? I'm kind of ignorant, but there's like that tray that they could like push for um, like different needs. I don't know what that's called. Sorry. But yeah. Oh, Freya just got a stick. She's running with it. What's that? Come here. Give me that stick. Give me that stick. Sorry, just had to chase after her. Oh, nice. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm sure they're expensive. Like, I feel like all that necessary stuff, they always like jack up the prices. Wait, you want this stick? Ooh. Ooh, is it kind of smoky? Oh, it's smoky. Oh, it is smoky. Okay. But that's good. Yeah, I'm sure that's a journey too, just learning how to sign and all that. I've learned like, or my mom tried to teach me a little bit of that when I was young, but none of it stuck. Yeah, I don't know. I have like a slight hearing loss that I was born with, and like I do fine unless there's like really a lot of noise and everything, but I read lips, and I'm sure, especially with my job, eventually like it probably would be good for me to learn sign, just because I don't know, if I get more and more deaf, like it might be an issue. Yeah, I'm trying to date. And it's going well, but it's kind of, I don't want to like bore you with it, but also I don't know, I'll talk about it, I guess. It's like going well, um, but it's kind of overwhelming because it's, I feel like I'm kind of an introvert, but I can talk with people and I can like converse well with people, but I just get burnt out, with it. So I'm kind of trying to balance like trying to talk with a bunch of people and kind of feel out who I click with best, but not overwhelm myself to the point where I just say I'm not going to do it at all. Because, like once it starts, like, I don't know, I've been on it basically this week, like this one dating app. And since then, like 4 or 5 people want to have dates, which I get, and I want to go on a date because I feel like that's the best way to really get to know and like see if you have chemistry, because you could chat and everything and that's great and you could get along great over text. And I'm not saying that like physical is the only important thing, but you do have to kind of have that level of like chemistry to move forward. And so like I don't want to waste anybody's time too. Like if they don't have that chemistry with me or I don't have that chemistry with them, I'd rather kind of like get through that and then focus more on the people that I do have chemistry or keep looking. But I'm not taking it like super seriously. I'm just trying to like get a little experience dating. Yeah, exactly. Because it's a lot of effort and time and everything. So, but I'm like slightly terrified because you know, and I thank you for chatting, anybody in the chat, because it definitely helps me work on my social skills. um, but yeah, so it's like kind of terrifying to just have dates set up. Like tomorrow night, I have a date set up, and I'm like, I don't even know fully what we're doing, but I just like, it's scary to like walk into a room and just be like, hey. But I try to remind myself that, I can always exit the date if I really feel uncomfortable or whatever. And I'm also like putting precautions into the dating because you never know who you're going to meet up with. Do I have someone on speed dial? Like you mean like lined up kind of thing? Um, I guess like right now I've been chatting with uh, a couple different guys just to kind of see. Oh, yeah. Sorry, slow on the update there. I do. I'm using my mom as like that lifeline. Yeah, I know. See, I'm not in practice with this, but yeah, no, I'm gonna like confirm, like, I'm okay. I'm here with this person, with my mom, so that might sound lame, but it's necessary. Yeah. um, yeah, and then like, I think too, just started practicing for myself. I'm pretty good about this, but sometimes I get like, ooh, um, but just practicing like verbalizing like, oh, thank you for this, but I feel more comfortable doing this instead of just kind of going along to not create like friction or whatever, you know. Like one guy was like, oh, I could pick you up and take you to, we could go this place and this place, and then I'll drop you off. And I was like, actually, I feel better if I just meet you at a location separately and then we go from there, because A, I'd like to have an exit if things go bad. And also, I don't really want them to know where I live until I like create more trust, Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'll probably do it through Gmail. Yeah, because I don't have an iPhone. I have like a kind of a shitty Android. But yeah, if there's a way through Gmail, I definitely will do that because, yeah, better safe than sorry. I also always have pepper spray on my keys, so that's a good thing. My male coworker, he's an older guy, and I was telling him about it, and he was like, "Yeah, make sure you're careful. You gotta have kind of precautions just in case." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." So we'll see, and then Saturday I might have. Oh, I do have like a breakfast brunch date, so that'll be nice, and the guy seems interesting, so. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, no, I'll definitely look into that. Thank you. That's very useful because, yeah, I'm not very technologically savvy. Hey, Freya, where you going? Come here. Come here. Ooh, good girl. You wandering. Sorry, she was going towards the drive, lady. But yeah, another thing to kind of why I like have decided to start dating a little bit is just to kind of remind myself that like there are options out there, and like if you don't want to be alone, there are people out there that like you won't be alone. But it's just about finding the right match for you, because sometimes when you're not at all in the dating scene, you kind of feel like, oh, and when you get older, like, I'm 29, which isn't like crazy old, but it's not young. And so I think there was like a bit of a fear of like there's just not going to be options. And I'll say this for anybody that, you know, maybe listening that's around my age, is just like, there are options. There's so many people in this world. It might take time and it might take struggle, but there are a lot of options out there. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I'll have to get my mom on that. She's also not very tech savvy, but my brother is, so he probably could help with that. And he's kind of protective too, so he might even be a good person to, yeah, share that with. But yeah, I guess wish me luck because I'm a little nervous, if you can't tell. um but it should be good. I'm like nervous and excited. Well, I think the fire is kind of dying out, so I'm probably gonna head out for today. Oh, thank you. Good luck to you too. I hope your kiddo does well too, and that you guys are able to kind of figure things out with that. And it's always so lovely chatting with you. So thanks again for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week and weekend.